everybody, it's Inspiring Vanessa here, and as you guys can see, today is an Instagram live. I know I haven't really been doing an Instagram live or done an Instagram live for quite a while now. So today, as you guys might have seen on my Instagram stories already, that today I'm doing an interview with the lovely and fantastic Platform Inspires and the founder of Platform Inspires, which is Fiona Neeranjohn. So I'm going to guest her, and then I'm going to ask her some questions about basically how quarantine has been going. So hello everyone, thank you for logging in, and also feel free to ask some questions, and then we'll be answering those after we kind of have a little discussion about what's basically been going on in the world and kind of what she's been up to with Platform Inspires and just in general taking up her time wisely. So now I'm going to guest and bring Fiona on. So I'm going to have a lovely interview. Thank you all for logging in. I'm going to try and wave at all of you.
Hello.
Oh, sorry. There you go. Just the camera turned around. How are you, Fiona?
I'm so excited to be here. Thank you.
Me too. I'm so excited because, I mean, how many interviews have we done together? We've done so many, it feels like.
We're just interviewing each other because so many things are happening. But this is my first Instagram live.
I mean, first time's always, there's a first time for everything, isn't there?
Yeah. So
we're super glad to have you today. So, I mean, before we actually jump straight into the questions, can you kind of introduce yourself to the Inspirators who are logging in?
Okay, hello, I'm Fiona. I am the founder of Platform Inspires. Please subscribe to my channel because I created it for you. So Platform Inspires' mission is to bring hope and affect change in our troubled times. I think we've got troubled times right now, don't you? Anyway, so I bring you interviews of ordinary people doing extraordinary things to inspire, encourage and support your big dreams. So to enable you to keep going, keep believing in yourself, and show you different people coming from different places that are doing extraordinary things locally and globally. Is that all right?
That is absolutely amazing.
Right,
it's
thanks.
More than all right. Okay, so let's just jump into the first question. So the first question is, what have you been doing to cope in lockdown and to maintain a positive mindset? Because especially that so much negativity is on the news and just around in people, I think it would be great to hear your insight about how you've been trying to stay positive or being productive.
Okay, so I'm at a bit of an advantage in the sense that I have, for the last 12 months, I sold my house and I've kind of been carrying my house on my back, so a bit like a snail. And I've been moving around and I've been going to incredible places, meeting incredible people, but really looking forward to finding an apartment, settling down and, you know, educating myself. This happened a week before lockdown. So I have been really excited in lockdown because I've had my own space and I feel like my belongings have been like Toy Story going, oh, where are you? Oh my gosh. And even I was doing that as well, going, oh my God, these are my things. So in lockdown, I have been running around my apartment going, oh my gosh, I've got a home.
Ooh.
Tell me that I was doing this call with you because it's important. But I've decided to learn Spanish and also Pilates. So I'm learning to be a Pilates instructor as well as Platform Inspires, as well as all the other things that I'm doing. But that's what I've decided to do. So how have I kept positive? I've supported a lot of my friends. I've made sure that I've spoken to 3 different friends of mine a day to ensure that they're okay. And I always find that when you support somebody, your own life feels great. And it's kind of, there's a quote from a Buddhist, Nichiren Buddhist, that says, when you light a lantern for another, it also lights your own path.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I know it is, isn't it? So I kind of feel that, yeah, by supporting my friends, it keeps me going and keeps me happy and keeps me a little bit sane.
I mean, I totally agree with you because obviously it's quite hard, especially for young people. Like, it's like we're being homeschooled now, so it's not having that social interaction actually with your friends.
I know.
Like it's a whole different experience or routine. So, I mean,
how are you coping?
I mean, I've also been like FaceTiming some of my friends, like doing schoolwork. So in a way, it's kind of like we're both there with each other, kind of going through the work, like if we were actually physically at school. So I mean, like you never know what people are going through behind closed doors. So you never know if just because we were talking to each other, like everything seemed fine when we were actually at school, just because they're now like isolated, that can make them feel worse. So I
Absolutely.
mean, it's always great to always reach out to your friends, whether you think they're okay or not. Just always reach out to them because you never know, it could change somebody's life, honestly.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
the next question is, do
Okay.
you think that when this is all over, we'll go back to our normal lives and everything will just seem like it's normal again?
I have to be honest with you, I don't. I don't think we're going to go back to what we knew. Okay. My prayer and my determination is that
Ooh.
when we do resume, where have you gone? There you go. I'm sitting in the sun and it's gorgeous, but I'm a bit like, oh,
Oh,
get the
why does it
suntan
keep
at the
doing
same
that?
time. I know, it's great. I'm hoping that when we do resume, we have a deeper understanding and respect for each other. Because one of the things that I'm hearing from everyone is the thing that they miss the most is hugging and seeing each other and having that personal one-to-one interaction, like in person. So I'm hoping that when we go back, we have a lot more respect and a lot more admiration for each other and also our planet. But I think it's going to be a really long time. When I say a long time, like for young people, a month is a long time, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So when I say a long time, I think it's going to be a gradual process. I think that, I think we've got to be careful. We've got to keep some kind of social distancing and really use our wisdom. But I think
Mm.
gradually, my determination is that we have an even better life. That's what I want to
Yeah.
see. But I think we're going to have to be patient. And I know that's like, what? Patience? More? But yeah, we heard this word all the time, don't we? Are we
Mm.
ready? Unprecedented. It's like everywhere, unprecedented, unclear, uncertain, all these things, because we've never experienced this. I've never experienced this in my life, so yeah, I think we will resume, but it will take time, and I'm hoping that it will come with a lot more respect.
Yeah, I totally agree with you because it's almost like, I don't know, it feels like we're in a movie in a way.
No.
And people have said before, like this whole pandemic started, or like all the countries started to go on lockdown, that the world was not prepared for a pandemic,
No. No.
and we weren't prepared physically or mentally either. So in a way, we're all learning something really important from this. So I don't think anything is going to go back to normal because we're going to start seeing different things from a whole new perspective. We're not
Mm-hmm.
going to take advantage of things like we did before. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's like having your freedom. Before
Yeah.
all the kids at school are like, I just want to stay at home. Like I don't want to go to school. And now we just want to go back there because you never really realize how much you rely on something. So
Absolutely. Until it's taken away from you.
so I just think it's great that you're obviously here and talking about that. So hello to everybody who's logging in. Don't forget to say how you've been doing on lockdown. So the next question is, in what ways do you think we should prepare our youth to stay safe?
Safe from a pandemic, or just what do you mean? What do you mean by safe?
I mean, to stay safe during this pandemic, I would say, or you can just say in general.
Okay, so during the pandemic, let's really listen to what we're told. Stay at home, stay healthy. Make sure you go out for your exercise, though.
Yes.
Like really go out and get that fresh air in your lungs. I don't know how fresh it is where you live, but you know what we're talking. It's probably a lot fresher now. But go outside, do your exercise, make sure you stay with your family. And I just want to, if there are any parents that are on this call right now, hi, can you just please remind your children why they cannot go and run and play with that child next to them? It's not because of anything other than we have to keep our social distancing. So, wave at them, smile at them, and tell them you'll see them at the other side of this. But that's a really great reminder, okay? Because children don't always know, and they might think it's any reason. So let's just keep reminding them. But yeah, let's listen to the government and what they're saying. Stay at home, stay safe, do your exercise, do your homework. I know it's a bit boring, but you're probably excited to do it anyway. And just be a bit wise. We are going to come back together at some point, but there are social media like we're doing right now. You can interact with people all the time. But I know I've seen a lot of young guys kind of, I say young guys because I haven't seen that many girls hanging out together, and I'm like, you don't live together, do you? Yeah. So let's, you know, we want to get back to some sort of normality as quickly as possible, don't we?
Yeah.
So I think it's really just listening to the guidance that's been given to us, and washing our hands. You know, sing happy birthday 2 times while you're washing your hands. And talking of happy birthday to your mum for yesterday.
Oh, she'll love it if she had it here.
Oh,
just kind of
God.
virtually take the rose.
Yes, take the rose for your mum. Happy birthday to your mum for yesterday. But yeah, let's take our time. Let's be patient. Keep in contact with our friends, and let's not put ourselves in vulnerable situations. And we know what vulnerable situations are.
100%, because I think I remember from one of the events I went to in the past, and it was like, children don't understand why they shouldn't do something unless they actually have a reason. Like, you don't tell a child to not touch something and just not tell them why they shouldn't touch it.
Yes.
So I think, like, if they're too busy like trying to do work and stuff, they're not going to fully start to comprehend what's actually going on. So for all the parents who are watching, like you said yourself, just try and like speak to your child more often. I mean, this is the time that we can use this for parents to interact with their children and bond with them. So I mean, in a way, it does have its benefits and obviously the downsides of this pandemic, but
yeah, absolutely.
So next question for you, Fiona, is what can we be expecting from Platform Inspires in the near future?
So, thank you. Good question. I've got so much content. I had to put things on hold last year because I had to go and see my dad, who wasn't very well in Trinidad. So I had to put everything on hold last year. So we've got so much content from the Global Youth Awards, which I still need to bring out, which yours truly was a presenter along with Adam. And I've also got some incredible footage that I filmed all on my journey for the last 12 months. So I went to Mexico, Seattle, New York, Mexico again, Puerto Vallarta, and I also went to Trinidad and Tobago. So I filmed when I was out there a lot. I filmed things to do with climate change and the ocean and weather changing systems and just waterfalls and, you know, just lots and lots of things that while I was there, I was just like, God, I know the Platform Inspires audience would really love to see this. So whilst I'm on lockdown, whilst we're all on lockdown, and, you know, let's really...
Oh, there you go.
Let me show you. Oh, am I there?
Oh, no, you're back. It's because I think the audio cut off for a split second.
Oh, okay, I'm back. So yeah, subscribe to the channel. I've got lots and lots of footage to bring you, lots of interviews with young people as well to bring you, and lots of inspiring, yeah, just so much inspiration that if you are bored or you want to just listen to something, yeah, we've got lots. And then moving on from that, I want to see what happens. You know, I'm looking to see, because I always want to be relevant. I always want to be in the zone. So keeping in contact with you is amazing, and keeping in contact with all of the other wonderful Platform Inspires family. Let's see where we are and see what you guys want from us. You know, I think that's really important as well for me.
Yeah.
It's what does my audience want to know, see, hear from us?
I mean, I think that's fantastic because, as you were saying, having content that's actually relevant is actually going to help people. So
yeah.
In 2019, obviously climate change is still happening, but it was a really big subject or a really big topic that people were talking about last year as well. So I think now that we're all in lockdown and people, I don't know, people's flights are being cancelled, seeing all the traveling footage that you may have I think will really uplift people. So hopefully we'll be seeing that come out soon, but otherwise I can't wait to see what Platform Inspires is going to achieve in the future, because I know it's going to be absolutely incredible.
Thank you. So I had a little funny thing that happened to me the other day that I have to share with you. I went grocery shopping because we're allowed to, and I was driving down the road, a very little quiet road, and in front of me I looked at what was in the road and I went, that leaf looks like it's a frog. As I got a little bit closer, it was a frog.
Oh my goodness.
This frog was just hanging out, just kind of chilling on the road, and I looked at it and I went, I think I'll let you go. And he kind of looked at me and went, don't mind if I do, and just hopped on the road. And I thought to myself, wow, you know, he would never have done that before if we were charging around and doing what we do. And, you know, I was like, gosh, this is really incredible for nature.
Yeah.
You know, that it's having this opportunity. You hear the birds, and there's so many. Don't know if you've noticed, because I know you love them, and I do too. Have you seen how many butterflies there are?
You know what? When we go on our daily walks with my mum, I actually had the chance to like film. I got so close to a butterfly, and I think maybe we saw about 3 of them in like the span of like 2 walks or something. But like, it's beautiful because we actually get to focus on the small things in life that make a beautiful and massive difference.
I know.
And like, I was even saying myself in like the beginning, like when my school was closed, and it's like, in a way, because climate change and global warming, like, the nature didn't do that to itself. We've done it from I don't know,
Time without beginning.
yes, from all the factories and things like that. So in a way, it's kind of like, you can't really think of it that way, but it is slightly calmer for humanity.
Yeah.
If you think of it like that, because this time now nature can actually breathe. It can actually thrive, as we don't go we don't use public transport as much as we did because we're too scared to go outside. I don't know what it is, but in a way, nature is finally having its time to like
revive.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's like the earth is actually having this opportunity to go, oh, let's just like, revive, revitalize.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's great. It's great. That's the positive side of this moment.
Yes, the positive side. And unfortunately, the last and final question, unless we have some questions from the inspirators who have logged in and watched this live through. Thank you all to those people who have logged in and have been listening to Fiona's amazing answers. But the last question is, what advice would you give to someone who wants to accomplish their goals and they have everything it takes to do that, but they're too scared to actually begin? They're too scared to start.
Okay, so I think I would ask them the question that you asked me many years ago. Their why. Why do you want to do it? You know, why do you want to? And I think when you have your why, then all those fears, because it's only fear, isn't it? You know, it's only us that stops us. It's only us that limits ourselves. You know, we have self-limitations, we have self-beliefs, and most of them are kind of like, you can't do it, which is so boring, right? I don't know if I ever told you the story of when I did platform episode 1. Did I tell you? And I was on my way to see it.
I think so.
Yeah. And I was just on my way going, oh my God, what if I'm rubbish? Oh my God, what if I can't interview? Oh my God, this, oh my God, that. It was just like, And then I ended up editing, and we didn't have loads of money. So we only could watch one screen because I have 3 cameras, and the whole screen was just on me all the time for 12 hours or however many hours it was to edit. So my advice is, find your why. Ask yourself why you're doing it and hold on to that, because that's what I took from you. And also, you have all heard that saying, feel the fear and do it anyway.
Yeah.
You know, feel the fear and do it anyway. And if you fall down, use that very same ground that you fell on to help yourself back up. And the people that are around you, they will support you, and you will keep going. And if you make mistakes, you'll learn from those mistakes. But the most important thing is just, as Nike says, just do it.
Do it.
Just